I want a simple rump steak. It was wet aged. The restaurant was Whitman's. So, which roadie my road will work? I have a couple of road mics. I feel like I should give them to Kim to use as her microphone. If you want, I can show you pictures. That'd be cool. So what does wet aged mean? Like when you say wet aged, I'm imagining it being soaked in a brine solution, but it could also just be like with sauce, like marinated kind of deal.
Alrighty, for those of you over on YouTube, which I do, in fact, think that I should try to reopen that window. 1 second. All right. We live. We are live. Nice. Go
ahead and pull this out. Pop out the chat.
Beautiful.
Cool beans. And let me just rearrange this real quick. Cool. We are going to be doing some voice recording. It's going to be fantastic. I'm very excited. Let me go ahead and kill this now. Cool.
So we've got questions. We've got answers. Let's see if we can match them. Does the virus spread grant alt charge or nah? Genuinely curious. Does the virus spread grant alt charge or no? Genuinely curious. Does the virus spread grant alt charge or nah? Genuinely curious. Queen Introvert asks us if the virus spread from Sombra's viral replication perk will grant alt charge or not. We turn off passive alt charge when testing stuff like this to be sure, and we can say for certain that yes, Sombra is absolutely gaining more alt charge whenever virus spreads to multiple enemies rather than just the one. Queen Introvert asks us if the virus spread from Sombra's viral Queen Introvert asks us if the virus spread from Sombra's viral replication perk will grant alt charge or not. Queen Introvert asks us if the virus spread from Sombra's viral replication perk will grant alt charge or not. We turn off passive alt charge when testing stuff like this to be sure. We can say for certain that yes. We turn off passive alt charge while testing stuff like this to be sure. And we can say for certain that yes. That yes. And we can say for certain that yes. 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 And we can say for certain that yes. Sombra is absolutely gaining more alt charge whenever virus spreads to multiple enemies rather than just the one. Sombra is absolutely gaining more alt charge whenever virus spreads to multiple enemies rather than just one enemy.
Woo! Welcome to the party. How are you doing, Dragon? Good to see you, my friend. Juice bath. Okay. They explained the difference on their menu. I forgot the details. One was with the bone, another was without. And no, it's not just water. It just ripes in its own juice when vacuum sealed. Okay. So dry aged is more like it's open to the air and lets the juices evaporate and go away and not like be in the steak anymore. And wet aged is like they stay in there, it keeps it juicy. I don't know. Interesting. 69 months. Well, Dragon, it was nice knowing you. It was nice hanging out with you. It was nice being a part of your community and you being part of my community and us being part of the same family. But unfortunately, Twitch is going to come down here. No, my friend, that is awesome. Thank you so much. Jesus Christ. How many is that? That's 5 years and 9 months. We're 5 years and a baby past when we met. That is insane, my friend. Thank you. You gambled away all your scraps, so you had to break the rules. No. Posted in food pics. Ooh. Let's see. Is this gonna... Okay, good. Let's see. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. Ba-da-ba-da-da-da. Food pics. All right. That's a long time ago. Let's go on down. Oh. Ooh, that looks delicious. Okay. Okay. That looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. And this is, that's Clift auf Kreativat. Traditional Clift. That doesn't look anything like what you got though. That looks like German food in Oklahoma. Oh my god. Well, yeah, it's Wurst and sauerkraut. Of course, it's oh, and hey, you got yourself some schnitzel. I always thought I never thought schnitzel was like breaded. I always thought schnitzel was like meat in sweet sauce. I don't know why. I thought it was sweet. I guess it was because of the movie Red Hood, or not Red Hood, but what was it? The Hoodwinked. Hoodwink, that schnitzel for boys and girls. Da, 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 da. Schnitzel. The schnitzel guy. I am the schnitzel man. That doesn't look anything like the picture. I don't know what you're talking about. You said he looks like the picture. It's so much better than the picture. Your Oklahoma Central wasn't that good. Wait. Yeah, it. Oh, that's the dish. And I thought the whole thing was a picture. I thought it was supposed to be, I thought this was the same thing as that. And I was like, that was nothing like it. No, Drunky, the steak picture was a steak. The second picture was a case of it looked exactly like the menu item. Yeah, okay. Wow. That is identical. Holy crap. Except for whatever this is over here. Like this. And this, Jesus Christ, 2 independent food thing. Oh, okay, I got you. I'm like, no way, that looks nothing like the picture. I literally thought this was like a picture of the menu. I thought this was a picture of the menu, and I was like, yeah, it's 2 menus side by side. What gives? Oh, okay, interesting. All right, so we've got question 2 done for now. I might want to redo that one just because the earlier ones I typically need to redo.
Just because I haven't gotten into my groove yet. Queen of Sinnoh. Queen of Sinnoh asks if the freeze from May's deep freeze perk is still a stun that can cancel abilities or ultimates if timed right. Queen of Sinnoh asks if the freeze from May's deep freeze perk is still a stun that can cancel abilities or ultimates if timed right. Is still a stun that can cancel abilities or ultimates if timed right. Is still a stun that can cancel abilities or ultimates if timed right. Great question, and yes, this freeze is a stun. Great question, and yes, this freeze is a stun. Great question, and yes, this freeze is a stun. This freeze is a stun. This freeze is a stun. So you can cancel my result with it, for example, or stop a high noon, or cancel Genji's deflect. And yes, if timed correctly, you can stop most ultimates on their startup animations. Great question, and yes, this freeze is a stun. So you can cancel my result with it, for example, or stop a high noon, or cancel Genji's deflect. And yes, if timed correctly, you can stop most ultimates on their startup animations. And yes, if timed correctly, you can stop most ultimates on their startup animations. On their startup animations!
Banana. Oh, banana now? Actually, 2 schnitzels stacked, so it's the same item, just 2 of them.
And cut.
Exactly. Okay, here we go. Does Zen damage orb increase the amount of self-inflicted damage, like a Bastion, as the orb and Sue's bomb on him? And Sue's bomb on him?
Wind DTI says, does Zen's orb increase the amount of self-inflicted damage? Does Zen's orb increase the amount of self-inflicted damage? Like, Bastion has the orb and self-bombs himself. Like, Bastion has the orb and he self-bombs. We looked at characters like Zarya, Pharah, Soldier, and Bastion who are capable of damaging themselves and found that yes, they will take more damage if they are afflicted by the damaged orb, if they are afflicted by the Discord orb. We've looked at characters like Zarya, Pharah, Soldier, Bastion, who are capable of damaging themselves, and we found that yes, they will take more damage if they are affected by the Discord orb. And we found that yes, they will take more damage if they're affected by the Discord orb. These heroes will also deal more self-damage if they are damage boosted. These heroes will also deal more self-damage if they're damage boosted. Even Tracer's Pulse Bomb will deal more self-damage in both cases. These heroes will also deal more self-damage if they're damage boosted. Even Tracer's Pulse Bomb will deal more self-damage in both cases. Even Tracer's Pulse Bomb will deal more damage in both cases. Cut. On their startup animations.
Exactly. I should try to do some in Joker voice. Let me try to get back into that.
Does Zen's orb increase the amount of self-inflicted damage, like a Bastion or the orb and bombs himself? We looked at characters like Zarya, Pharah, Soldier, and Bastion who are capable of damaging themselves and found that yes, they will take more damage if they are affected by the Discord orb. These heroes will also damage themselves more if they're damage boosted. Even Tracer's Pulse Bomb will deal more self-damage in both cases. Batsy. There was a time I could slip into this almost as easily as DrunkRatt. It's been a while, though.
Tracer orb. Tracer's orb. Did I say Tracer's orb? I didn't. I don't know what you're talking about. You drink more Diet Coke. That always helps soothe the throat. Ah, that's good stuff. Doom. Hey, Doom. How you doing?
Isaac James 9377 asks if Ana or Juno took their critical perks, would Genji be able to crit when deflecting them? Which is a great question because I feel a lot may be unaware that Genji cannot crit when deflecting these things normally.
Unfortunately, I'm doing sort of a more Joker impression for these, just to like get down what I'm saying. Hey, Doom, how you doing?
Self-damage sounds rather unhealthy. Yes, it does, but you know these people, they tend to do unhealthy things, and I'm here to see them through.
Zen has orb. Would you cast anyone? No, but I said Tracer orb. Like sorry for disappearing. No. I said Tracer orb, so like I messed up. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Okay. Isaac James 9377 asks if Ana or Juno took their critical perks, would Genji be able to crit when deflecting them? Which is a great question because I feel a lot may be unaware that Genji can't crit when deflecting these things normally. Which is a great question because I feel like a lot may be unaware that Genji can't get a critical when deflecting these things normally. Unfortunately, the Juno perk you're referring to is no longer with us. Oh, bad on the delay. Unfortunately, the Juno perk you're referring to is no longer with us. Our bad on the delay. Unfortunately, the Juno perk that you're referring to is no longer with us. Oh, our bad on the delay, I guess. With Ana, though, yes, Genji will be able to crit enemies when deflecting these shots. It's like Blizzard thinks we don't notice all these hidden Genji buffs. With honor, though, yes, Genji will be able to crit enemies when deflecting these shots. It's almost as if Blizzard thinks we don't notice all of these hidden Genji buffs. With honor, though, yes, Genji will be able to crit enemies when deflecting these shots. It's almost like Blizzard thinks we're not noticing all of these little hidden Genji buffs.
Juno, I think, can only crit in Stadium, right? Juno Overwatch. Juno Overwatch. People are playing it right now. Actually, I should just do patch notes, but let's see her perks. Familiar vitals, locked on, faster blaster, liftoff. I don't think she can, but only in I think she can in Stadium. Meta Blaster cannot critically hit. The Meta Blaster. Oh wait, no, Master Blaster can. Are these removed abilities? Yeah. Okay. Cool. Meta Blaster can now deal critical enemy. Wait. So December 9th. Wait. Meta Blaster can now deal critical enemies against her. Critical damage against enemies. Interesting. Juno has limited defensive options against close range, allowing Meta Blaster to critically hit improves her ability to defend herself while rewarding accuracy. Right. I mean, a ton of people got 12.5 people. That's a good point. That's a good point. Also, it could be a metric ton. Could be a metric ton, which would be a little. Well, it's actually very close. 1,000 kilograms, is about 2.5 thousand pounds, which is a little bit over a ton. So it would be a little bit more people though. It'd probably be 13 or no, it'd be like maybe 15 people instead of 12.5. Yeah. Average weight to be around 160 pounds. Is that real? It doesn't make me feel good. I'm almost double that. Like I'm about 180% of that. I use metric tons, of course. 1,000 kilograms. Okay. Beautiful. So, damn. Well, I think the quote still stands, saying that the Juno perk, Ana takes their respective crit perk. So now it should just be that Genji always crits with Juno shots, where he couldn't do that earlier with Ana, but now he can. Google says so. Yes, North America is around 180. Okay, yeah. Well, still, that still doesn't make me feel too good. I'm around 288-ish on a good day. So I'm a big boy. Vincent V actually saw me in person yesterday. Vincent V and I met up at the hotel that he's staying at, and he was able to. He gave me a really nice gift that unfortunately I left over at Kim's. I'd like to show it off. It's pretty cool. But then we went over to the mall and I dropped him off. Cars around 1 pound, so someone needs to be at 359 to compensate. Exactly. Yeah. And same thing with Kim. Kim's always like, "Oh my God, you can carry me? You must be so strong." I'm like, "You're light as a feather, so I don't think that reflects on me." So, Google says so. Yes, North America is about 180 pounds. Yeah, okay, that sounds about right. Inhales her. Okay, so that aims for this. I think Doom. I think that makes sense for this one. That we can just. I'll have to adjust this one. I don't know if you have to. Well, I mean, yeah, we might want to adjust it.
Unfortunately, the Juno perk you're referring to is no longer with us. But Juno,
I'll just add an extra record.
Unfortunately, the Juno perk you're referring to is no longer with us. But she has been buffed to crit all the time. So yes, Genji can indeed critically hit with Juno all the time. Unfortunately, the Juno perk that you're referring to is no longer with us. However, Juno has been buffed as of recently to make it so that she's critting all the time. So, when Genji deflects her, he's critting all the time. No, they can crit without the perk, which means that all the time Genji is able to crit with Juno's blaster.
So I feel like that should work. Let's listen to this sound. What does it sound like?
Unfortunately, the Juno perk you're referring to is no longer with us, but she has been buffed to crit all the time. So yes, Genji can indeed critically hit with Juno all the time. Unfortunately, the Juno perk that you're referring to is no longer with us. However, Juno has been buffed as of recently to make it so that she's critting all the time. So, when Genji deflects her, he's critting all the time. No, they can crit without the perk, which means that all the time Genji is able to crit with Juno's blaster.
I mean, I can re-record that if needed to, but for now, I think that sort of covers us, and we don't have to like redo it. So I wanted to do 2 more before jumping into games, because my vocals are starting to die as happens when I've recorded about 5 or 6 of these. I also didn't record question 1 because question 1 is going to require a little bit more animation. I can actually do that one. I should probably do that one. Wow. I just sprayed chip everywhere. I'm so good at this. Let me finish these 2. Or I'll finish this 1. We'll do 6 total. I'll do 6 and I'll go back to 1. We'll do 7. And we'll do 7 as well. Let's just do it. Alrighty.
An ally's affected by the enemy. One orb run out faster when healing.
Yeah, it certainly does. You see, those orbs are only capable of a certain amount of healing or damage. Once they have an amount, the orb expires. The damage boost and healing orb boost will not increase the amount of the orbs are able to do either. Will not increase. So damage boost and healing boost won't increase the amount the orbs are able to do for either. Okay, for either. Okay.
For either.
Instead, these boosts will speed up the tick rate that her orbs deliver the damage or healing. But yes, Moira's orbs will expire faster on an ally affected by Ana's nade, but it will deliver all of his healing faster as well. And also, from a standpoint of tacticalness, if the orb is moving slower, the orb moves at the same speed regardless, meaning that if the orb is delivering more healing to the target in a shorter amount of time, it's feasible that you'd actually be able to deliver more overall healing to an individual target before the orb passes them or they are no longer in contact with it. All right. I'm using apple juice has some sort of restorative vitamin that helps recover yours are way faster than other drinks. I need to test apple juice because I'm allergic to apples, but I'm allergic to apple skin and pollen. So I need to test apple juice and see if that's something that I can drink without having a rum. Gotta head back out. Have a good rest of your stream. Nice meeting everyone here. Thank you very much, Ian. You have a wonderful day. Always good to see you, my friend. I appreciate you, my friend, my family, my cousin. Have a good one. And tell Kevin, Chris that and everybody that I'm thinking about and I'm hoping they're doing well. See ya. Morb. Moving orb. Morb. Exactly. It's Morbin time.
Alrighty, let's get this one under our belt. When an ally is affected with an Ana nade buff, does Moira's orb run out faster when healing them? Mad says Mad asks, when an ally is affected with an Ana nade buff, does a Moira orb run out faster when healing them? It certainly does. It certainly does. It certainly does. You see, when Moira orbs are... You see, You see, Moira orbs are only capable of a certain amount of damage or healing. Moira's orbs are only capable of a certain amount of damage or healing. Moira's orbs are only capable of a certain amount of damage or healing. And once they hit that amount, the orb expires. Damage boosts and healing boosts won't increase the amount the orbs are able to do for either. Damage boosts and healing boosts won't increase the amount the orbs are able to do for either. Damage boosts and healing boosts won't increase the amount the orbs are able to do for either. Instead, these boosts will speed up the tick rate that her orbs will deliver their damage or healing. These boosts will speed up the tick rate for her orbs. These boosts will speed up the tick rate that these orbs will deliver their damage or healing. So, yes, Moira's orbs will expire faster on an ally affected by Anna's nade, but it will deliver all of its healing faster as well. But because it will be delivering all of its healing faster. Because it will deliver all of its healing faster. Because it will deliver all of its healing faster.
God, faster is hard to say. You still want me to upload those memes? See, you uploaded this morning already. No, so Doom, the video that you saw me uploading was what I had scheduled yesterday when I was talking to you. So I scheduled out till December 14th. So what you could do, if you want to, if you're okay with it, is upload the memes, but schedule them for the 15th and 16th or anything out further than that. Because you should be able to see in the shorts section which ones I have scheduled or not. I'm still dropping frames. Jesus Christ. As healing delivery service. Like healing's on same day healing. Got it. Yeah. So I've got out to the 14th scheduled, but you can put out more for later because I am gonna have my family in tomorrow and the next day and the next day. So I might be able to do, I'm going to try to do upload some, at some point, but I may not be as, yeah, but I dropped them on the other side of the computer. So that's why no one can see them. On Christmas Day, on Christmas Day, on Christmas Day in the morning. I don't know why that one was the hardest one for me to do. I think I am going to do question one another time because my voice is starting to give out. I've been wondering, does Roadhog's hook do anything other than grapple? Like a slight debuff or small damage? Also, I love your vids. Oh, thanks, Sage. Roadie's hook does do a small amount of damage and applies a short stun effect. The damage from the hook is currently 25 and is able to be boosted by things like Nano or Mercy, but not by Baptiste's window. No, not by Bap's window. The stun from the hook is capable of stopping ults like Noon or Graphitic Flux or Coalescence, etc., etc. It's why Rhine doesn't continue charging after being hooked. Gonna get some stuff around the house lurking. All right, no worries. I appreciate it. Forbidden backside of the computer, like the forbidden cable spaghetti. I do not have any cable management. Okay, so that's a lie. I do have two holes in my table, two grommets that they're called grommets, right? That's what a grommet is. I have two grommets where the cables from various sides of my computer go through. But beyond that, it's just everywhere.
Alrighty, let's do this. I've been wondering. Sage K has a question. I've been wondering, does Roadhog's hook do anything beyond... Does Roadhog's hook do anything other than grapple? Like a slight debuff or a small damage? Also, I love your vids. Oh, thank you, Sage. That's sweet. Oh, thanks, Sage. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. I've been wondering, does Roadhog's hook do anything other than grapple? Like slightly debuff or a small damage? Also, I love your vids. Also, love your vids. Also, love your vids. Oh. Rhodey's hook does do a small amount of damage and then applies a short stun effect. Rhodey's hook does do a small amount of damage and applies a short stun effect. And applies a short stun. Rhodey's hook does do a small damage, does do a small amount of damage, and applies a short stun effect. And applies a short stun. The damage from Rhodey's hook is... The damage from the hook is currently 25. The damage from the hook is currently 25 and is able to be boosted by things like Nano or Mercy. But not by Bap's window. Never Bap's window. The window. But not by Bap's window. And is able to be boosted by things like Nano or Mercy. The stun from hook is capable of stopping ults like High Noon or Gravitic Flux or Coalescence, etc., etc., etc. And that's why Rhine doesn't continue charging after being hooked. And that's why Rhine doesn't continue charging after being hooked. Because he got his credit card swiped. Oh, come on, keep it in. That was bloody hilarious. That was bloody hilarious.
I need to do that kind of stuff more often, even if we don't keep it in. I think that's just fun. So we're gonna save this. Batch scene. And we're gonna save this as, excuse me. Ooh. Q2, Q6 on. Sweet. Trouble. Welcome to the party. How are you doing? Good to see you. Hey, Pun. How's it going? I got my chips right here. Thank you very much. Okay. That actually took a lot more out of me than I thought it would. I kind of feel like a pansy for acceptable. Hitting the gym while I lurk. Nice. What day is today? Is it leg day? Is it arm day? Is it bun day? Working on those hot cross buns. Oh yeah. Cooldown. Ooh, I got Kim her Christmas present. I mean, I got it a couple days ago, but it arrived today. I'm having so much trouble keeping it from her. I just want to tell her. I want to tell her. I'm so bad at, I don't like hiding anything from her. Like it's one of the, like I told her, is like sort of a positive and negative. Like I don't have the capacity to hold on to information and to keep things hidden. I just blur everything out there, which is good for like honesty and good for like upfrontness and clarity. But I also can't keep a secret for shit. I can't keep, and Darkest, how you doing? I can't keep anything. Like I can't hide anything. But this is also for other people too. Like my family has always been like, dude, it's a surprise party, not a tell me about. Hide it from yourself so you don't feel like I. That's a good point, actually. Is that a Zowie emote? That's a Zowie emote. God, I love that. We love Zowie. How are you doing, Darkest Wave? Good to see you. I'm gonna do a quick shout out for Zowie because we love the boy. Zowie. EN. Monhun Wilds. The Darkest, what you been up to? How you been? I think I'm gonna end the stream on YouTube because I've been dropping frames like crazy. I don't think that actually is having any effect on it, but